Lakers win game one in Memphis, and a lot of things happen in this game, including a Ja Morant injury that I can't even watch because it hurts my own hand watching it. They said that the x-rays were negative, but they said that his pain grade is a 10 out of 10. So we'll see if Ja Morant's going to play game two. I don't know if he is. A lot of the Grizzlies players, I think Desmond Bane said in his post view that pretty much Rui is never going to do that again. A lot of fans on Twitter saying Rui's not going to do that again. Let's see if he could do that again. Grizzlies think that's the reason the Lakers won the game. And they said that, I guess everybody's saying that Rui's not going to do it again. The Lakers aren't going to win. Listen, Rui Hachimura that was his best game of the entire season in the playoffs. It happened in the playoffs. The first round, first game of the playoffs. That's his best season as a Laker. Best game as a Laker. AustHIM Reaves said he's him after closing the game out again. I don't know if anybody watched that Lakers Magic game a month ago, but he did the same thing. And I thought it was just like a fluke that Austin Reaves was closing a game out with LeBron on the floor, AD on the floor. But it's not. Austin Reaves is a good closer. I'm not going to lie. This game, I wanted him with the ball at the end of the game. And so did LeBron. There was a crazy stat that LeBron didn't even touch the ball the last 3 minutes of the game. Rui Hachimura is breaking franchise records. Rui Hachimura is the first player since Magic Johnson to score 25 plus points off the bench. Anthony Davis had his career high in blocks. He had 7 blocks in the playoffs. A playoff career high for Anthony Davis for blocks. I can't even describe how happy I am for this win. One thing I can say is that Jaren Jackson played really good. We didn't really have an answer for him. Desmond Bane played pretty good too. Austin Reaves had a couple good defensive possessions on him, but he still played really solid. 22 points. He was hitting a whole bunch of threes. He got hot for a little bit. A lot of people coming into the series were saying who's going to guard Ja Morant, and Darvin Ham matched Ja Morant's minutes with Jared Vanderbilt, and it worked. Ja Morant 8 for 14. And now you could say that's efficient, but he only took 14 shots because Vanderbilt was picking him up full court and guarding him when he didn't have the ball, face guarding him when he didn't have the ball. Every time Ja came in, Vanderbilt came in. And then when Ja was out, that's when Rui stepped in, and Rui stepped it up. Knocked down 5 threes this game. A lot of players, a lot of fans saying that he's not a shooter, he's not going to do that again. But Rui could hit his open threes. If we're talking about he's not going to do that again and they're not going to win, we could have had somebody else step up. We could have somebody else step up on any given night. Malik Beasley, 0 points, no threes. Troy Brown Jr., 1 for 4. Missing some open threes that he normally hits. D'Angelo Russell looked kind of rough to start it off. We thought it was going to be one of those games again, but he finished with 19 and 7. That's a D'Angelo Russell game. It's exactly what we need from him. LeBron James didn't even have to do that much. He still played really good. He had a lot of turnovers, but he had a whole bunch of chase down blocks, and he had a logo 3. Somebody was saying this is the most help LeBron's ever had. Some people saying that LeBron had no help this entire season until now, and this is the only thing that LeBron needed to win it all. So I don't want to overreact because it's just one game, but everything is looking really, really good for the Lakers. I'm not going to be that Lakers fan as they're going to come up here and just bash the Grizzlies because we had some type of beef with them and, praise everything that's happening or be grateful for all these injuries. No, man. I don't want to see Ja Morant get hurt. And it's not even just, I want to see the competition. No, I don't want to see any player in the NBA get injured, no matter how much I don't like their team or no matter how much I don't like their play style as a player. And I'm not saying I don't like Ja Morant because I did say earlier in the season Ja Morant's my top 10 favorite player. But I don't want to see him get hurt. I'm happy that it's negative because that looked horrible. Let's talk about Anthony Davis, because his injury looked bad right before halftime. A lot of people freaking out when he got his shoulder hit, but that's the same shoulder that has been injured over the last couple games. Same thing with his hip. You guys saw earlier, he got an illegal screen on offense, and John Morant kind of like hit his hip with his hand, and he was holding his hip. The thing about Anthony Davis, I noticed, is that he kind of has, I'm not going to say a low tolerance pain level, but when he feels some type of pain, he's going to express it. And I think because of his injury history, it makes a lot of Lakers fans worry. When that shoulder injury happened and everybody read his lips, he said, "I can't move my arm." Everybody was thinking the worst, like dislocated shoulder. But honestly, I kind of felt like, okay, I think it just hurt. It's numb right now. I don't think it's that serious. I did worry a little bit because it's like, damn, here we go again. That's in the back of every single Lakers fan in their mind. It's here we go again. But he's fine. He's fine. It was just a stinger. By the way, stingers could be really bad, because when I was young playing youth football, I had a stinger and I was out for like 3 weeks. I couldn't even I had no strength in my damn arm, but it was in my shoulder. So LeBron James had one shot attempt in the final 12:35, and the Lakers won on the road by double digits. 12 minutes 35 seconds with one shot attempt in the fourth quarter. That's crazy to me, and the Lakers won the game. So for all the people saying Rui's never going to do that again, and that's the reason the Lakers won, whatever. Hey, listen, that's what's going to happen. Players are going to step up. You're looking at the Bucks game right now. Giannis goes down and Bobby Portis is stepping up. This is just what's going to happen. And I'm not saying injuries. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying there's going to be a role player that steps up every single game. It's not going to be the same role player every game. It's going to be a different one every single game. It could happen for the Grizzlies. Roddy can hit a couple threes. Aldama could hit a couple threes. Just any type of role player. Tillman could get a whole bunch of rebounds in one game. So the fact that people are saying that it's not going to happen again because Rui's not going to do that again, the Grizzlies got it. LeBron James didn't even try to score the last fourth quarter. Even if Rui's shots weren't falling, there's LeBron's shot attempts. I'm living with that. Also, I'm living with Dylan Brooks shooting threes. I know he's hitting a whole bunch of them. Finished with 15 points, but I'm living every single time Dylan Brooks shoots a shot. Same with John Morant. He shoots a three, he was making them, but let him consistently do that. We will battle them. We will trade threes if it's John Morant. Now, if it's Desmond Bane trying to trade threes, no, I'm not going 3 for 3 with Desmond Bane. But John Morant, hell yeah. And they tried doing it. He got hot, jump shooting, made 2, it looked bad, and then he airballed. First half, there was a lot of calls going Memphis's way. Even D'Angelo Russell's laughing with the ref, are you joking me? Dennis Schroeder kind of getting fouled a little bit. Picked up 3 early ones. They were calling little tiny fouls, and then I tweeted out, and I was just like, if this is the way, I'm not, I understand Memphis is going to get a whole bunch of little fouls. I feel like this is the playoffs, right? Why are they calling this type of stuff? But then at the same time, I was like, if they're calling the game like this is going to be good for the Lakers, because we're the best team at drawing fouls. So if the game's going to go that way, we're going to finish the fourth quarter in the bonus, and we're going to win the game. We did finish the fourth quarter in the bonus, and we ended on a 15-0 run, but it came the last minute. So, as I thought we were going to draw more fouls, we did kind of. I think fans are just obsessed with seeing that stat by the Lakers, the free throw differential. I think fans are getting a little bit too obsessed with the free throw stat in general, because I've seen, even after the Warriors games, a lot of Warriors fans saying that the reason they lost that game was just because the free throw differential. And, that's true. That is a stat that can hurt you as a team, and you got to tell your team to stop fouling. But when people say we lost because the refs gave them more free throws. No. That's just a clue that these fans are not watching the game, because every single time the ref blows a whistle, more than likely it is a foul. It might be a weak foul in some people's minds, but it is a foul. Sometimes they get it wrong, but that's why they have the challenge. And sometimes, maybe once or twice a game, they get it called completely wrong. But I say 90% of the time, refs get that call right. It might be a little foul, but It's right. I was kind of getting frustrated, like, okay, they're calling little fouls for Memphis, and then I see a lot of Lakers fans on Twitter. Oh, they're fixing the game for Memphis. It's like, come on, no, they're not. They're not fixing the game for Memphis. We are fouling them. It's little fouls, and yes, it's the playoffs. I don't know why they're calling that, but if they're gonna call that, then the game is gonna go in our way because we're better at drawing fouls than them. So game 2, we're going to see if it's going to be the same thing. I don't know if we have the same entire refs for the entire series. I'm guessing we do. And if we do, Scott Foster is our ref. Lakers are 5-1 with Scott Foster this season. So before people start coming up, now people are going to come up with the theory that, oh, he helps them win Lakers games. Why don't we do this for like scoring? You know, Embiid's the top scorer in the league. Oh, it's fixed. It's like acting. They let him score. The league is rigging the scoring title for Embiid. That's exactly saying the same thing, bro. Come on, man. A foul is part of the game. It's not the ref cheating for the other team. It's not. At most, the refs will go with the momentum of the game, or, you know, they don't want a game to get out of hand. If it's a blowout, they call a little foul, like, okay, I normally wouldn't call that, but I will. Or they'll give a late whistle to see if the shot doesn't go in. That happens, and it's not fair. It shouldn't be like that. But most of the time, these calls are fine. I think that was a crazy, tight officiated game. I'm not mad at it because it seems like every Lakers game is kind of like that. Going back at that Warriors and Kings game, I think that was the best officiated game I've seen in a very long time. Like, all those fouls were fouls, and there weren't a lot of them. So far the refs have been pretty good in the playoffs, in my opinion. I haven't really seen anything too crazy. We'll see the rest of today. We got the Suns and Clippers and all that. I'm recording this at halftime of the Bucks game. But yeah, Lakers win game 1. Not going to overreact. Job's not finished, as Kobe says. I know everybody thinks it's corny now and it's played out, but it's facts, man. It's one game. We stole a game on the road, though. That's what we need. So, looking good for us. Not going to overreact, though. Lakers in 6. Peace.